We see the private genetic engineering company named Synsect as the movie starts. It is working on different projects. Actually, they wanted to create an extraordinary human being who may be better than ordinary another human being. They commenced their project by creating a hybrid biological organism, but it was not biological. They used nanotechnology in conjunction with DNA. They also used the nervous system to keep it in double dealing. That their artificial being's whole mind and the nervous system may accept that nanoparticle. They gain success in this project and proceed for further experimentation. After this experiment, an artificial being in the worst condition comes into being as the first project is completed. The reason for this is that artificial being's DNA has not accepted nanoparticles, and these are released outside. Their experiment of the creation of artificial beings had flopped. Afterward, a second artificial being is created. He is physically fit, but there are some left mental disorders. But they have learned much from these experiments. After that, the third artificial being is created. And at last, they become successful in creating the best artificial being, and they name it Morgan. That created artificial being was a baby girl. It had all human emotions. The reason for human emotional response was this. The inserted DNA was synthetic DNA. It has nanotechnology. It was useful because of good cell growth and a strong immune system. And the immune system was stronger than human beings. And the mental ability was also higher than human beings. You can say that it seemed half human being while a half artificial being. It has everything like human beings except the soul. Artificial entities of this kind might not have been achievable by any other research facility. This project had some specialists as scientists. They got artificial being devoting their whole life in this project. And this project was exactly the great part of their professional life. Morgan was growing up with the passage of time. She was jolly and liked by everyone. They used to treat her as their own daughter. She was mostly loved by Dr. Amy. She used to treat her as her own daughter, caring and taking her for recreation. Then one day, Dr. Amy takes her for a walk in the forest as usual. Their trip had a limit, but it was crossed that day. Morgan kills a wounded deer there. That deer was dying badly and its survival was difficult. But it was strange that the fixed things in the artificial being was not as such which could take the life of humans or any other living being. Seeing it, all doctors take it unexpected. Afterward, they lock her up in a room as being dangerous, because they had to report to their senior doctors. They used to issue commands that these entities had to obey. Morgan was a child of 5 years old, but unique from other human beings. She was growing day by day. She dislikes her imprisoned life living in boundaries because Morgan was leading a free life before. She was remembering her free life. Morgan is visited by a therapist one night. She approaches her to speak with her, but Morgan attacks that therapist, losing control over her emotions in this difficult situation. Consequently, that therapist's eye is injured. After that, they don't diminish the feeling of love for Morgan, knowing that she has emotional responses like human beings, and the feelings are always uncontrolled. This matter is reported to their head office, taking it seriously. After it, Morgan was suspected. They assume they made an error in creating this synthetic being. Some experts are sent out to the place to investigate artificial wellness. As if they had genuinely made a mistake, they could be able to erase it. Lee Weathers, a lady doctor, is sent out to cope with the problem. She is strict and resolves her issues craftily. Coming there, she starts interrogations from everyone, and she comes to know that all are very near to the artificial being. She dislikes it, and that wounded therapist blames herself for this incident, exonerating Morgan. After that, psychologist Dr. Allen is selected to treat the mental disorder Morgan, and it will be decided after treatment that Morgan is normal or not. Other doctors explain that you will not converse Morgan across the room, not directly, because we take it dangerous, but psychologist does not agree. He wants to talk to her directly. Other doctors also agree on it, and psychologist Dr. Allen comes before her asking some questions from Morgan. She responds with assurance and wisdom. She says that I am regretful on my action which I committed with that therapist. She apologizes and assures of not doing it in future because it should be avoided. And that doctor was wise, and he applies a psychologist test on her. It means it included some questions. Such question can anger any common person, so it is clear that the emotional response of Morgan was different from ordinary human being. Hearing it, her condition starts worsening. When Dr. Allen asks her to stop because Morgan did not want it, getting angry, she attacks on Dr. Allen, biting on his neck. Now she was not out of danger for any common man. After that, Morgan is intoxicated. While Dr. Lee instructs all to kill Morgan, and they believed that it was created the flopped artificial being by them. They had still the affectionate feelings for Morgan, but everyone is agreed. She is tied, and everyone makes a plan to kill her. There is a doctor named Dr. Darren who refuses to kill Morgan. The dispute is held between Lee and Darren as she refuses. After they make Lee senseless, getting together and lock her in the Morgan's room, they decide to escape, taking Morgan. Morgan requests them to not kill her when they were getting ready to end her. I want to survive, so they take Morgan with them, making her senseless, and Lee is locked there as they bring her into conscious, taking with them. Then she attacks on all. She kills Dr. Darren along with a nearby standing man, injecting him. Now, Morgan was changed because Alan had emotionalized. He had stirred her emotions, including her anger and emotions, because she takes everyone her foe, not peer, and she kills everyone except Dr. Amy. Afterward, she takes Dr. Amy with her. The reason was as she had grown up with her, because she used to care for and take her for excursions. Before coming here, Dr. Amy promises that she will take her to the lake. Because it was not easy because of her imprisonment, she asked to take it to that lake because she is outside now. Amy was worried about the thought that what should she do? Dr. Lee, on the other hand, had made it her mission to kill that artificial being. She pursues Morgan and both meet in a forest. While fighting, Morgan seriously injures Dr. Lee. Morgan is later drowned by Dr. Lee. She also murders all of the project's doctors. Morgan was a small sample because they were working on artificial intelligence along with human behavior. And a great example was Dr. Lee regarding it. She looks like a human being, but actually she was not. She was one of the doctor's projects, an artificial being. She was made before Morgan. She had no emotional response like humans, but the thoughts of warriors. Now the issue is posed as to why they had been able to make Dr. Lee but not Morgan, because they had ingrained positive feelings in Morgan. As human beings, we admire good things, including such liberty and a variety of other advantages. Morgan had a fondness for visiting wooded areas, meadows, and ponds, and it was not worried about the physician's project, so they forbid to create artificial beings like Morgan and make Lee's artificial being more successful.